What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome back to MKO Boxing, aka MKO Pugilism, where we talk all things boxing. Remember to like and subscribe on YouTube, follow on TikTok, all that good stuff. So let's get into this one. As of yesterday, we had the kickoff press conference for Jack Catterall versus Harlem Eubank. Now, this is going to be the first time at world level for Harlem Eubank, and in a sense, this fight is kind of a crossroads type fight where I would say that there's more in it for Harlem Eubank than there is for Jack Catterall, because Jack Catterall, as we know, really and truly deserved his win over Josh Taylor in the first fight. Robbed of a decision there, and in had he won that, he would have been undisputed champion at 140. So he didn't get that. He did get his revenge over Josh Taylor. He has been to the very top. He's coming off of a loss at a very high level, and it's this is one of those where you've got him where he's boxed at high level, boxed at world level, and been competitive, been good. He's definitely proved himself that he's genuine world class, been in and amongst the best. But you've got Harlem Eubank on the other hand, who according to his uncle and everything, Chris Eubank Senior, he's a guy that is allegedly got the ingredients to be world class. He's just got it to prove, sort of thing. And yeah, for me, it's again, it's crossroads. It's one of these where with Harlem Eubank, I'm kind of on the fence about him. I think he does look good. He does box well, but as far as how well he does against the very best, this is the fight where we're going to sort of find out how good he is. And I'm happy for this fight. I think it's, again, as I say, it's one of those where it does more for Harlem Eubank than it does for Jack Catterall, because for Jack Catterall, a guy that's not been to world level, not the sort of biggest of names, what does it really do for Jack Catterall? I'm not too sure, because I would have thought he wants to be in and amongst the champions. But for Harlem Eubank, it's a great opportunity because you're dealing with a guy that's former world champion, and a guy that's boxed at the highest level, and it's for Harlem Eubank, it's a great name to have on his resume. Jack Catterall, as I said, been up there, should have been undisputed champion, good wins over top names like Josh Taylor. So, I mean, there's a lot to gain in this for Harlem Eubank. I think it will be quite the chess match, more of a boxing match when the fight does happen. And as these are two guys that like to sort of use their skills, like to box and keep things on the outside. So this is not, for me at least, going to turn into a brawl. I see this as kind of a chess match, boxing match, and both guys, pitting their skills against each other. As far as a winner, I haven't really thought about it too deeply. I think you got to say Catterall's got the experience, and you perhaps got to favor him just going based on the sort of experience. And I mean, I suppose as long as Jack Catterall doesn't get old overnight, or there's not like a big degree of slippage in his game, then I'd say going into the fight, I'd probably have to lean towards Catterall just based on experience at the very top level, because Harlem Eubank, he's looked decent, but there's nothing there to sort of suggest to me that he's the heir apparent or anything. He's all I can say. He's looked good, and he's sort of got it to prove. So for me, the more proven quantity going in is Jack Catterall. So regardless of what happens, me personally, I would say going into it, thinking about the fight, I'd probably lean towards Jack Catterall. But as I said, I would not be surprised if Harlem Eubank were to pull it out of the bag. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. Quite a funny little press conference, but not very entertaining because both guys, their personalities are not they're quite bland, sort of ordinary personalities. There's no spark there. There's no, they're just quite bland and quite. So it wasn't very interesting. Just Sam Jones, the manager, dressing up as Chris Eubank Senior with a monocle and a Mandarin suit and a fake sheriff's badge, and that was sort of the entertaining part. But it wasn't even that entertaining. It was just kind of silly, really. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you think about this Harlem Eubank, or should I say Jack Catterall versus Harlem Eubank. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments. Till next time, MKO Boxing, over and out.